In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an 8-way directional movement on Unreal Engine 5.4. So let's yap in and more action. On the project, you're going to open your content browser and open your third-person character. From here, we're just going to need two things. The first one is going to be the BP third-person character. You have to select that. Go to details and search for yaw, and you're going to activate this one. Use controller rotation yaw. Set it to true. After that, you're going to go back to the components, character movement, and search for orientation. And you're going to tilt this one that says orient rotation to movement. We're going to set it to false. And that's all the programming you have to do for it. As you can see, now we only move where the camera is facing, but that's just the setup. Let's start with the blend space. Let's open the content drawer again, right click, animation, and blend space. You're going to select the skeleton of the character that you want to use. In this case, it's going to be the SK mannequin main. We're just going to call it BS_8-way movement, and let's open it. Now here on the asset details, we're going to look for the horizontal axis, and the name we're going to change it to direction. Now the minimum axis value, we're going to set it to -180, and the maximum, it's going to be 180. Then the grid division, we're going to set it to 8, and we're going to set the snap to grid to true. Now on the vertical axis, we're going to name it speed. The minimum, you can leave it at 0, and the maximum value, it's going to be the default speed of your character, which in my case, it's 500. And now we're just going to drag and drop the animations. These animations are going to be linked down on the description. In this case, I already have them here. So run back, it's going to go to 500 and -180. Run back left, it's going to go on 500 and -135. Then we're going to get run left and set it on -90. Then run forward left and set it on -45. Then run forward and set it on 0. Then run forward right and set it on 45. Then run right and set it on 90. Then run back right and set it on 135. And then run backwards at 180 again. And as you can see, the blend space is working properly. So now we're going to program this blend space. Let's go back to the third person character and now select the mesh and come here on the animation. Gonna say anim class. You're just gonna hit this button, which is gonna take you straight to the animation blueprint. We're gonna open it, and this is gonna be the default setup for the animation blueprint. So let's go ahead and onto the sequence. And after ground speed, we're gonna get the direction. So first we're gonna look for a node called calculate direction. You can get either this one or this one. To be honest, I haven't really find a difference, so you can use whatever it pleases you. I'm gonna stay with this one. So for the velocity, we're gonna go into my blueprint and search here on essential movement data, velocity. And then for the base rotation, we're gonna go to references, get the character, and then get actor rotation. And that's gonna be the base rotation. The return value, you're gonna promote it to a variable, which is going to be called direction, and the set, we're going to connect it into the ground speed. So we're done on the event graph side. We're just going to go ahead and open the anim graph. This is going to be the default setup for the anim graph as well. We're going to look for the locomotion, and then we're going to go into the walk run state. Here we're going to remove the connections and just set it apart. And now here in the asset browser, we're just going to look for BS 8-way movement. As you can see, it asks for two nodes. The first one is going to be ground speed on speed. Then the direction, we're going to look for the direction on our essential movement data. And now we just plug them in. And now if we go back to the third person map and open the editor, as you can see, now the character walks on 8 different directions. That's all for this first tutorial. Feel free to subscribe if you like it, and let me know what more tutorials you would like to see on this channel. Peace.